Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss any of my car related videos. I cover driving tips, car tech, and now even the latest car trends like this one. So if you love cars or just curious about what's happening on the roads today, this is the place to be. Now let's get into today's topic. Lately I've been seeing something that I just couldn't ignore anymore. BYD cars are everywhere. It's not just one or two models either. You've got the Dolphin, the Atto 3, the Seal, and even larger models like the Tang and Han showing up on the roads more often than ever. And if you're like me, maybe you're always asking yourself like, wait, how did this happen? When did BYD become this big? Because for the longest time it was just Toyota, Honda, maybe Tesla for EV crowd. And now suddenly there's this new brand popping up at every single traffic light. So in today's video I'm going to dig into where BYD came from, why it's suddenly everywhere, what makes it different from other car makers, and why I really want to test drive one of their cars someday. So let's dive in. Let's rewind the clock a bit. BYD wasn't always a car company. In fact, when it was founded back in 1995, it had nothing to do with cars. It started out as a battery manufacturer based in Shenzhen, China. And not just any batteries, we're talking about the ones inside your early mobile phones, laptops, and digital cameras. At the time, Chinese electronics were booming, and BYD quickly became one of the largest rechargeable battery makers in the world. They were making batteries for big names like Motorola and Nokia. That strong foundation in energy storage eventually gave BYD the confidence to move into something much bigger, the auto industry. In 2003, they bought a struggling Chinese car company called Qinchuan Auto, I hope I didn't butcher the name, and basically said, let's build our own cars and let's do it our way. Most people thought they were crazy. I mean, imagine if Duracell or Energizer suddenly announced that they were going to make cars. That's how strange it sounded back then. But BYD had a vision, and more importantly, they had technology on their side.
Tecnologia!
So why did BYD succeed where so many other startups failed? Well, here's the thing. EVs live or die by their batteries, and BYD had a massive head start. While other car companies were still outsourcing their battery packs, BYD was building their own in-house. That gave them complete control over cost, safety, and supply. One of the biggest innovations is something called the Blade battery. It's a type of lithium iron phosphate battery that's safer, longer lasting, and cheaper to produce than many other EV batteries out there. It's also incredibly compact, which means more room for passengers and cargo, something every car owner can appreciate. And because they don't rely on outside suppliers, BYD has been able to scale production rapidly without facing the same delays as other car makers during global shortages. They basically built an entire supply chain under one roof. Batteries, motors, electronics, everything. That kind of vertical integration is rare. Even Tesla, which is often compared to BYD, still works with third-party battery suppliers like Panasonic and CATL for some of its vehicles. So while Tesla was taking off in the US, BYD was quietly building an empire in China, growing their EV lineup and improving their tech year after year. Now fast forward to the last few years and suddenly BYD is everywhere. I mean really everywhere, like even in my face or in my dream. In 2022, BYD actually surpassed Tesla in global EV sales, if you count both fully electric and plug-in hybrid models. That's a massive achievement. And they didn't stop there. They started exporting to Europe, Australia, Southeast Asia, South America. Even here in Singapore, we're starting to see BYD cars becoming a common sight. Let's talk about the models catching everyone's eye. BYD Dolphin, a fun, compact EV that's great for city driving. It's affordable, practical, and has a youthful design. BYD Atto 3, their global breakout model. It's a crossover SUV with bold styling and a super quirky interior, like guitar string door pockets and rotating infotainment screens. BYD Seal, a sleek, sporty sedan meant to go head-to-head with the Tesla Model 3, great performance, clean design and solid range. And also they have BYD Tang and Han. These are their bigger, more premium models with all-wheel drive and luxury finishes. And honestly, they're pricing these cars aggressively. In many markets, you can get a BYD for way less than a comparable Hyundai, Tesla, or even a Toyota hybrid. That's huge for people looking to go electric without breaking the bank. So what really makes BYD stand out besides price? Number 1, tech-first design. They are pushing a lot of smart features like voice commands, customizable driving modes, even over-the-air software updates. Number 2, building quality has improved. A few years ago, Chinese cars had a reputation for being a little behind in fit and finish. But now, BYD's interiors are getting praised for being modern, quirky, and sometimes even luxurious. Number 3, environmental commitment. They are committed to stopping ICE, internal combustion engine, vehicle production entirely. That's right, BYD is now 100% focused on EVs and plug-in hybrids. Number 4, public transport dominance. Did you know they also build electric buses and trucks? In many cities worldwide, BYD electric buses are part of the public transport fleet. That strengthens their global footprint and reinforces their EV expertise. Honestly, the more I learn about BYD, the more curious I get. I see these cars on the road all the time, and I just want to know, what are they actually like to drive? I haven't had a chance to test one yet, but hopefully someday soon. Either through a dealership or maybe even a kind subscriber, I'll be able to do a proper test drive. Imagine a POV test drive video of Ado 3 or Dolphin on Singapore roads. That would be so amazing. If anyone watching owns a BYD or knows someone who does, hit me up in the comments or DM me. I would love to get behind the wheel and share a full review with y'all. To wrap it up, BYD didn't just appear overnight. They've been building up their technology, growing strategically, and making smart moves in a fast-changing market. And now, they're ready to take on the world. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful or interesting, please give it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and make sure to subscribe for more car content and driving tips. Who knows, maybe the next video will be a BYD test drive. Until then, drive safe, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next one.